Hi folks, today I'm excited to share highlights from my recent pelagic trip to watch seabirds. This trip was extra special because it was the last one being organized by my good friend Hugo Blanco in 2024, still in time to catch the autumn migration. Hugo has been running these amazing day tours from Cascais every other month, and they're perfect for anyone who loves birds and the sea as much as I do. If this sounds like your kind of adventure, drop me a comment below and I'll be more than happy to introduce you to Hugo. Trust me, it's an experience you don't want to miss. Now, let's dive into the trip highlights. You're going to love what we've spotted. Our first encounter was truly breathtaking. A mixed flock of hundreds of European storm-petrels with a scattering of Wilson storm-petrels in the mix. These two species might look similar at first glance, but there are a few key differences to tell them apart. European storm-petrels are slightly smaller and have a more fluttery, bat-like flight pattern. Wilsons, on the other hand, are a bit larger and more graceful in flight, with a gliding motion. They also have a white rump patch, but what really sets them apart is the yellowish webbing on their feet, which you might spot when they patter across the water's surface while feeding. Both are incredible birds to see, but noticing these subtle traits makes the experience even more special. Next, we headed towards a trawler that was passing by, hoping to catch sight of more seabirds taking advantage of the fishing activity. However, the only birds we spotted were a large flock of yellow-legged gulls and lesser black-backed gulls. Both species are quite common in these waters, so while they weren't exactly a surprise, it's always fun to watch these gulls in action. Identifying these gulls is relatively straightforward when you're dealing with adults, but with younger birds, well, it becomes a true mind-breaker. Their plumage can vary so much that it feels like solving a puzzle every time. The day had been pretty uneventful so far. That's when it was time to bring out our secret weapon, the chum. As soon as we placed it in the water, things started to turn around. Slowly but surely, the bigger birds began to show up. The first to make an appearance was a great skua. It circled the boat a few times, flying close enough for Wedge to notice it had an injured leg. Despite its condition, it was a commanding presence. Other regulars in these waters soon followed. Cory's shearwaters, amazing birds to watch as they glide effortlessly over the waves. We also spotted close to the boat a great shearwater that almost got run over by a northern gannet. But the best was yet to come. Just as we were soaking in the action, Hugo suddenly spotted a skua that looked quite different from the great skuas we're used to seeing here. He immediately called our attention to the bird. After its first flyby, we couldn't help but wonder, could it be a South Polar Skua? This species is an absolute rarity in these waters, so we were buzzing with excitement. Sure enough, after reviewing our photos, we confirmed it. A first calendar year South Polar Skua. What a treat, and a perfect way to end the day.